Thanks for logging on to fan590.com. David Alter, Mark Masters at Hamilton City Council for what we believe is the very last time. I can't say it for sure. I want to say it for sure. In my heart, I feel it's for sure. But now we're one day away from the deadline, and City Council has approved unanimously after the province filled in the funding shortfall. Everything is going forward. We finally know where the Ticats are going to be, and this thing is now put to bed, Mark.
Absolutely incredible day here at Hamilton City Council. It was an interesting day in the sense that we both knew, and I think everyone sort of knew, what the result of the vote was going to be. A unanimous support for the Ivor Wynne rebuild project. It was a fait accompli after the province had stepped in to fill that funding gap. But just the tone around the table, very conciliatory, everyone congratulating everyone, and after such a long process, months of really a lot of harsh words around the table for the Ticats, for the province, for the federal government, it was finally just the first really feel-good day that we've seen on this issue in this chamber. And
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that whether the first opinion for many were to maybe have it in a different location, at least there was that sense that, okay, we put in a lot of time and there were a lot of delays, but in the end we got the funding and we didn't let it slip when it could have very well have been gone to another region or municipality or anything. It really could have gone any other way.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, if they did not get their act together for this, to meet this deadline, Toronto 2015 had vowed to look elsewhere. Now, Mississauga Mayor Hazel McCallion told me this morning that her city is not going to be putting forward a plan to host a backup stadium, host a smaller stadium in her municipality. She still needs more answers from Toronto 2015 and the province, and she's hoping to get more funding. So it looks like that path has kind of dried up. So this really, in the end, was the last plan that could work for both Hamilton, the Ticats, and even Toronto 2015. It had to be something in Hamilton, and they found Ivor Wynne, and now it's going to be reality. It's hard to believe that stadium back in 1930 for the British Empire Games, and now it's got a new lease on life, and we're going to see it for generations to come.
So we know who wins in this. Are there any losers in this at all, given the time frame? Does anyone lose out on this?
Well, it's interesting. You say, there's lots of winners in it. There's everyone who's... this is not a perfect solution.
No.
The Ticats lose, the city loses. A lot of people in the city wanted it to be at West Harbour. They wanted to redevelop the downtown core. They don't get that. They do get an area of the city that needed money, that needed to be refurbished. They get an infusion of cash there. They leverage the money from the province and the federal government, and some money from the Ticats as well. So they benefit from that. But they also don't get the perfect ideal site. The Ticats, they don't get the ideal site anywhere close to the ideal site. They wanted the highway access. They wanted the signage. It's not perfect for them. For Toronto 2015, a lot of people now affiliate that organization with the Hamilton Stadium struggles, even though it's only one facility in about 50 facilities. So Toronto 2015 has been hurt to a degree too. There are countless deadlines. But in the end, yes, everyone does win because it does get done in Hamilton. The Ticats do get a new home and seem to have a secure future in the city of Hamilton, which is great for the CFL and Hamilton football fans. So you say, are there any losers? I think everyone sort of wins and everyone sort of loses, and in the end, isn't that sort of perfect?
All right, fair enough. So the Ticats come out and release a statement. Bob Young, very happy with the way this played out over the last 21 days, I believe it was. So only one question remains. Where do the Ticats play in 2012? We heard about what's been talked about, but realistically, no one really knows what's going to happen in that year. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens, and fiscally what happens with the Ticats as well.
Yeah, I mean, for that, we know for sure they're out of Ivor Wynne Stadium for one season. At first, it was going to be 2 seasons, which would have been really tough for the team. Now they've talked to Infrastructure Ontario, they've talked to the province, and they think they've got that down to 1. It looks like it will be right after this next season, so 2011 will be the final season at Ivor Wynne, at the old Ivor Wynne. They don't know where they're going to play. The one thing that's been floated has been Ron Joyce Stadium and the campus of McMaster University. But considering the Ticats have to cover all the costs of that transition period, they're going to have to determine is Ron Joyce makes sense? Does it make sense to build a temporary facility somewhere else in Hamilton? Does it make sense to play a large chunk of their schedule in Moncton maybe, where they'll be playing 1 regular season game this year? Do they play all of their home games on the road, which would be a huge competitive disadvantage, but maybe they figure out a revenue sharing agreement with the other teams? I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. No one knows for sure where they're going to end up. That becomes, I think, after the memorandum of understanding, the lease agreement gets approved. I think that's top of mind for Scott Mitchell, the president of the Ticats, and Bob Young, the owner of the Ticats. They got to find a home for that one season that they're going to be out of Ivor Wynne Stadium. So it's a big question mark, but it still exists.
Well, one thing we know, we are done here. From August, when we first came here, when it looked like the Ticats were done, it's all over. The Ticats now have a plan with the city, and we are done here. I want to thank you, Mark, for doing this throughout the last 7 months. Look at that, on-camera handshake. Mark Masters, a consummate professional. You can catch his work on nationalpost.com, or you can pick up the paper. We are done right here. As far as city council is concerned, it's over.